Withy's checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis. Rivers, he's checked in for Jimmer Fredette. And it's Miracle Man in for Drew Holiday. Indiana also making some changes. Roy Hibbert's checked in for Mahinmi. West comes in for Luis Scola. And Georgia subbed in for Thabo Sefolosha. Anderson with the inside. Miracle Man is out there with Austin Rivers. And it's Miller in at the 3, the small forward. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Here's Miracle Man. And that one's good. 1:33 left to play in the first half. Watson, the pass to Hibbert. That's good, and the assist goes to Watson. Hibbert's got the lead up to 7 now for the Pacers.
Well, it looks like he's finally found his footing in this game. His first quarter was a real struggle, but he's got it going now.
It falls, and 2 points from Miracle Man.
Well, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Stuckey outside, and there's the feed to West. Pelicans pull it in. The Pacers beat them last time when these two teams met in Indiana.
Yeah, last time out against this club, it was a loss that I'm sure is still fresh in their minds. Such a close game, and they were in major foul trouble by the end. They have to feel like it was one that really got away from them.
Pass to Anderson. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. It's going to be on David West.
Yeah, the defender draped all over him.
Pretty plain and simple. Got him good there.
The Pelicans have made 3 of their first 5 foul shots tonight. So he makes 1 of 2 as the second one misses. Pacers leading by 4. Watson with it. Now defended by Miracle Man. George dishes to Hibbert. From 11 feet away, that drops. Hibbert's got 8 points.
Well, he's finally starting to get it going here offensively.
Here's Miracle Man. He's covered by Watson. Rivers kicks to Withy. Passes it to Miracle Man. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Miracle Man's got 6 in the quarter. Here's George. And no good trying to get that one. Second quarter.
Kevin, thank you.
All right, listen up, everybody. The second half doesn't have to be as close as the first if we pay attention to a couple of things. I like how many points we were able to generate from the paint in the half. Our offense should have a nice balance to it going forward because their D has no choice but to put some more bodies in the middle and create some space for us on the perimeter. Ball security was probably our high point. Let's continue to keep a tight handle on the ball and not try to thread too many needles with our passes. And in the third and fourth quarters, guys, don't let our commitment to rebounding slow down our transition game. Let's still be quick to get out on the break. If we go out there and show the killer instinct I know we have, this is not a team that can stay with us. Let's up that intensity.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. Without question, Rodney Stuckey displaying his skills today.
You know, he spoils us with his performances game in and game out. And so far, just another big scoring night for him.
Typically, when he puts up that many points in the...
New Orleans making some changes here. Davis is checked in for Anderson. Darius Miller comes in for John Salmons. And it's Jimmer Fredette in for Austin Rivers. Indiana also making some changes. Mahinmi's checked in for Hibbert. Scola comes in for West. And Thabo Sefolosha subbed in for Rodney Stuckey. On the court for Indiana, George and Scola, they're the forwards. Sefolosha is out there with Hill. And it's Mahinmi in at the 5 down low. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Miller. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Every once in a while, he'll kind of step out of his role and give you something like that.
Miracle Man is checked in for New Orleans.
Let's see some of the numbers here on Thabo Sefolosha. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. I think, guys, when you look overall at his contributions.
Yeah, and he's always looking to raise his game, and that's what you see in his consistency. One of the important characteristics that he brings to the table.
George sets a screen for Hill, and they call an illegal screen here. And we have a moment to take a look at the best three-point shooting teams in the NBA. The Pacers 4th.
You know, some teams live and die by the three, but it's important to be able to utilize the three-point shot. It's a great weapon in the game of basketball, and this coach has given this team freedom to look at the three-pointers on a regular basis, and they're pretty good at it.
The Pacers making a change here. Watson's checked in. Miracle Man, and unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Indiana's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the three ball here. George passes to Watson. Back to George. Indiana moving it around. Right side, George. That one's good from the corner. George has got 9 points here in the second half.
And after that last game, Clark, I'm not surprised to see him so hot. He's got it rolling right now. You have to wonder, as we've seen Paul George go from good to great and then from great to fantastic the last couple of seasons, what's his ceiling? With his size and skill set, there's very little he can't do on the floor.
Clark, for Paul George, it's incredible to think that he was taken as late as he was in the draft, but as you said earlier, his ceiling is through the roof, and he's right up there with LeBron and KD as the best threes in the game.
Yeah, I agree with you there, man. Really nice to watch his development because he's made progress each year. It'll take an incredible amount of hard work for him to surpass either of those two in the grand scheme of things, but I wouldn't doubt anything when it comes to Paul George's ceiling. It's just going to be a matter of his commitment to the work and staying focused on realizing his tremendous God-given ability.
And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, over to you.
Well, guys, David West is one of the most consistent guys in the entire NBA. Not only with his production, but with his demeanor on a team. As Coach Frank Vogel said, West has poise and composure. He's our rock. There's no other way to put it. He's a leader for them, Kevin, on and off the court.
A steady vet. Thank you, Doris.
Yeah, one of the savviest players you'll see, no doubt.
Stuckey outside. Fires from 18, and that one goes long.
Well, I think he kind of alligator armed that one, short stroked it. After doing a nice job to get open, he didn't finish the shot.
Here's Miracle Man. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. Well, we thought the third quarter was over, but it turns out the officials are going to review the play to see if he released the ball before the buzzer.
I think they're going to be able to see pretty clearly on the replay that the shot left his hands in time, guys. The evidence is right there.
Yeah, and this is a big call, guys. I mean, they're going to take a very close look at it, even if it seems clear-cut at first glance.
And the official call is in. It's ruled a basket. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
And, Kevin, this is exactly why we have this rule. And I think they made a great decision putting the rule in. The main thing is you want to get it right. And they definitely got this one right looking at the replay.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Pacers lead by 1. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. While we have the chance now, folks, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
I was hoping we'd get a chance to see this one again. Thank you, Lonnie, and the truck for showing it. But it's passing like this that makes the basketball purists happy. This is the
substitution.
You're up. Let's go.
Time to do my thing.
For John Salmons. In Indiana with a change here, too. Luis Scola. He's checked in for West. Holiday out there with Rivers. Then it's Omer Asher. Then there's Ryan Anderson. And it's Miller in at the small forward position. So that's the group out there for New Orleans. Holiday gets the bucket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger.
Miracle Man, he's checked in for Drew Holiday. All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
I was able to listen in on what Frank Vogel had to say to his team. He was propping his guys up for their defensive pressure, saying, listen, The pressure you've put on them has been fantastic. Keep pestering them, keep forcing turnovers, and we'll be in a great position to win this thing.
And it's Hill penetrating, and Ashik sends it back. Wow! The pump fake kept the D off balance and gave him room. Hibbert's got the lead up to 9 now for the Pacers. The Pelicans have gone 1 of 5 from the field here in the fourth. A lot of misses, just the one make. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
Boy, look at the rebound totals. He is absolutely dominating out there.
Boy, that's been something to watch. My goodness.
He feeds it to Scola. And Ashik with the block. Here's Miracle Man. And that one's good. Pacers leading by 7. Stuckey dishes to Hibbert. He kicks it to Hill. On the wing, Stuckey. It's back to Hill. Stuckey passes to Hill. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Pacers.
They've knocked down plenty of mid-range jumpers in this one. That's been big for them.
John Solomons.
New Orleans now, time running out. Holiday with it. Releases from 15. Roy Hibbert with the rebound.
Well, he hasn't had much success shooting the ball, but it's not too late for him to get it turned around and start contributing.
New Orleans making some changes here. Davis comes in for Anderson, and it's Miracle Man through Holiday. Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Yes, Kevin, Monty Williams was just going over the plan with his team. He told the team he wanted their offense to run through Davis. When Coach addressed the guys in the huddle, his message was clear. Quote, he's who we want getting the bulk of the touches. He is who we want making our decisions. It's pretty late in the game to be altering the game plan, but they're going to come out with a different look here, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Doris.
I don't know if it's just me, but he's looked a step slow since the start of the quarter, and his shooting has really suffered.
Expanding his range, and with that shot, the Indiana leads cut to just 5 on the basket for Miracle Man. The Pacers have gotten only 3 of their 9 field goal attempts to go down since the end of the third. Pretty cold down the stretch. Hill kicks to George. On the wing, Stuckey. Feeds to Hibbert. And good coming on the assist by Rodney Stuckey. 13 points for Roy Hibbert.
You got to like his shot selection today. It's a good example for the rest of his teammates.
We've got 1:08 left to play here in the fourth. Here's Rivers. The shot is off. Hill with some nice D. Last outing for the New Orleans Pelicans. It was a loss to the Utah Jazz. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Boy, they're extending their lead. It kind of feels like they're just piling on here as we come to an end.
Well, hey, let's just call it what it is. They are trying to run it up on them.
The Pacers have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. Dishes it to George. The kick out to Hill. Hibbert with the screen for Hill. Back to Hibbert. Clock at 6.
Pelicans foul. That's his 5th personal foul.
He drops the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. Some changes for New Orleans with he's checked in for Ashik. Anderson comes in for Davis, and it's Fredette in for Austin Rivers. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Mahinmi's checked in for Scola. Cephalosha comes in for George. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Rodney Stuckey. And it's Watson in for Hill. Now Watson. And so it looks like the Pacers will retain possession here.
8 seconds on the shot clock. 8. Substitution.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. They put on a show tonight, thoroughly controlled.